Gemini. Here's a reading for you for the whole 2018. Month by month reading. I use two decks. The card from the Smith-Waite Centennial edition is the main one, and the other from the Witch's Tarot is background energy card. So we start the year, the January, with the Moon and a King of Cups. So there's something unclear here, definitely, and it's either about this person, King of Cups, which may be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or someone with the qualities of the water sign, the qualities of King of Cups, who's very matured as far as emotions are concerned. Or we can treat it as your energy, and if it is like that, I would see him reversed. It's like you have no clue what's going on with your emotions. That's what I feel. We have water here in both cases, and you really don't see what's there. What's deep inside of you? What's there in those waters? There's something murky here. Something is not clear. Something is not visible. There's a mystery here. You can use your intuition to find your path, but you cannot see it clearly, definitely. So there's this shadow here at the beginning of the year. What you try to do with this in February is to act in a just way, bring balance back into your life. This may be a legal action, and I feel it's rather against someone with this Knight of Swords, because this is very warlike energy for me, quite aggressive. When I see Knight of Swords, which is also your card, Gemini, very often, it indicates your energy, that you're just acting the way you think is right, and you do it no matter what. So there's a kind of attack here, I feel, without trying to really understand those tough emotions there. You can feel very lost in this, and try your best in the way you know you're good at, with the swords. You can see sword and sword here. So you try to cope with this with your mind. And what it brings you in March, I feel, is partial resolution. Like, you see this is possible, or perhaps this is what you really have in, maybe not in mind, but in your heart. This is your heart's desire. 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, emotional stability. They lived happily ever after card, right? Happiness together with someone. But it feels like you don't know how to achieve it still, but you still try to remain in this swords realm in acquiring this, and this is definitely not the way to do it. You can't have emotional experiences, the wide range of them, with your mind. It only makes you feel more perplexed, more lost. There's feeling of anxiety here, and I really don't know where I am. You cannot assess, you cannot evaluate your situation properly here, because there's a mind trap here that you're caught within, and you cannot see it. You don't recognize it. So all those swords trying to set you free from this illusion. The Moon is sometimes a card of illusion, or just not a clear environment around you. You try to get out of this, and you try with your mind, but it doesn't seem to work for me. It doesn't seem to work. Okay? Because when I see next month, I see you're still struggling. You have 5 of Pentacles, and this is repeated in the card on the back of your of the deck. And I feel this is the main energy for the first half of the year. It's Five of Pentacles, which is lack of something, inability to move forward, inability to receive help and to ask for it, but also recognizing that something is missing here. And perhaps you try your best with Seven of Swords. Again, mind. Again, swords. You try your best. You try to find a solution and you find it. And it's an easy solution to this. But the main problem with the Seven of Swords is sometimes that instead of taking a decision, facing some difficult choice here with Two of Swords, you're getting away with a Five. And that's all what you have. And you're finishing with the Five. And Five is always a very difficult moment. Five is conflict, more or less. It's a turning point in your journey. So instead of moving forward, you're coming back to the Five. It's this hasty, undecided energy. Like you say, oh no, I don't deserve it. I don't really know what I want. I try to do my best, but I'm weak. I don't know what to do with this. That's why I'm just getting away with the Five. I don't know what to do. I have no better choice. Of course you have, but you don't feel you can face it. These Two Swords left is a difficult decision to me. There's some truth you need to recognize, but you're still not ready. You're still trying to get away with your mind. But it's not working. It's not working, and this lesson repeats constantly until you understand, until you realize what's going on here. So a very difficult energy for you so far, and it's continued here. And again, you try to do something as you, with your swords, King of Swords, analytical, cold, aloof. Very much in the air, I feel, because Seven of Cups is very much the energy of being absolutely not grounded and searching the answer up in the sky, which really cannot be the right answer. It's another 7 in your reading, so you have 7 again, which is always a demanding energy. It's a point in your journey that you need to make a decision, and you can always choose an easy way here. And I feel you're choosing an easy way, but choosing an easy way won't bring you the answer you need, right? So again, you're up in the clouds. You think you can have it all. You think you can choose, but you don't know what. And you try to do it with your mind, and it's not working. It's futile, I feel. Like your mind is trying to reach something that is unreachable to the mind. That's not the realm of the mind. I'm searching for a useful metaphor here. It's like trying to trying a screwdriver with a nail, or something like this, you know. Not the right tool to cope with this, unclear energy from the beginning of the mind, because it is the realm of emotions, and you should, try another way, totally another way. And in June, I feel you finally do it. I know this is not the best card, but at least you see there is conflict. You finally see the core here, the 5, the conflict, the turning point. You finally see that you won't achieve emotional stability unless you face something within you. Of course, this inner conflict can be reflected in your outer realm, in your environment, and you may see it as an external conflict, but it's always within. The core is always within, and you are finally able to see it. You're finally able to recognize it and to let it work. That's what I would advise you. Let it work, because what's done here is seeing the situation from different points of view, and you have this panoramic view as a result. And finally, you know more. If you listen to all of the sides of the conflict, finally one vector of energy will prevail, and you'll know where to turn to. Okay? Towards your emotional stability. So there's a light here in this tunnel. Finally, there's a light in this tunnel. Because so far, I think this is the most demanding and most unpleasant reading for all the signs I've done. Okay? But I can tell you the second half is quite different. So I encourage you to see the second half of your year.